A tailor once asked me, as he was measuring my brace and he looked at my hands, "Am I angry at God?" I don't remember how many doctor's appointments or hospital scares or flare-ups I've had in the past year. Never mind the past 34 years. What I do remember is the feelings and the emotions that I either felt or I assigned to a situation. I remember that moment when it felt as if my stomach had flipped, when I realized that I can no longer call my grandmother every Friday afternoon anymore because she had passed away. I remember walking into a triage at a hospital, looking at the nurse and the doctors in the eyes, and I knew that they didn't know what was going to happen or what they're supposed to do, nor did I. But I looked at them with a smile and I said, "Party time." And for some reason, that positive, happy energy somehow made that outcome of that situation go smoother. We always have a choice. We always have a choice to create meaning, to create a meaning of what things mean. I may need my crutches to walk, or my crutches need me to give them purpose until their life, until whenever I won't need them anymore, if I do. A doctor told me once, he says, "It's not going to hurt. Don't worry about it. We're going to numb it. I've done it 100 times before. But we're going to do this biopsy. But don't worry. Maybe you'll take some painkillers." I get to the hospital. There's a nice white bed there. It looks nice. Doctors are friendly. Nurses are friendly. Everybody's friendly. Maybe I'll even ask the doctor if he wants to come to my birthday party. As I lay down, and if I think about that moment, and I go back in time right now to that moment, it was as if he pulled out a weapon and started drilling it into my back. The pain of a bone biopsy was the worst pain I've ever experienced in my life. The agony and pain does not even describe it. I was shaking, I was trembling, I was in total shock. And there's no way out of it. I'm lying there, there's blood, there's a drill. I have a high pain tolerance, not just from my physical trauma that I go through regularly, but from pushing myself, from push-ups to pull-ups to flare-ups. And then it was over. I don't know what just happened. I'm in total shock. Don't worry, it's over now. How am I supposed to calm down? I know that there was a bigger picture of why this was happening, but I couldn't understand. But then all of a sudden, oh no, wait, we didn't get the sample. We have to do it again. Twice now. Years later, after making a vow that if I ever have to do that again, I will be asleep. But I realized something. In order to help people, in order to be able to have full compassion and empathy, and that's what I want to do, and that is my purpose that I've chosen, now I can really relate to someone who's going through that. And I looked up to the heavens and I said, okay, I did it. Now I can really feel pain. Years later, there was an opportunity for a research study. And you had to be awake to do that. And they needed somebody to go through the same test again. And I went through that test. And I did it again the third time. The only difference is I didn't tell anybody until today. We are only given what we can handle. We can choose our paths that we take, and we can choose the challenges, and we can get ourselves into trouble. But our vessel is only capable of handling what we're able to handle. That's how diamonds are made. And when we realize that, and when we try to focus on the bigger picture of what is really happening, and not what we think in our reactive nature is just so important at that moment, we will be able to go through and transform a situation that we think is impossible for us to cope with. And we will overcome it, or we will transform it, and we will grow from it. For there's a purpose. There is a purpose for our being here in this world. And when the tailor asked me that question, I looked at him with a straight face and I said, I never even thought about being angry at God. I'm responsible for I'm here. Everybody in this world has a purpose. And I encourage you and I beg you to find that purpose. To find that purpose, what drives you, what gets you out of bed at night. Because one day, you're gonna have that moment. You're gonna see yourself as an observer, and you're gonna know why you're here. Maybe you'll save somebody's life. I need you to thrive. I need you to grow, as well as I need myself to grow as well. Because together, we're all in the same boat. And that's how it's gonna work, is everybody is successful together, going through the challenges as one. I give you permission, and I ask for you every day to find your purpose, to just think about it, what is your purpose here in this world. And when you do have a struggle, you'll be able to conquer it. Let me be your 4-minute mile. Thank you.